Hey there, and welcome to Let's Talk About Ex-Girlfriends. So this could be about ex-boyfriends too, but I just, kind of want to relate to ex-girlfriends because I only had ex-girlfriends, so yeah, who cares? So yeah, we all have basically ex-girlfriends, I guess. If you ever had a girlfriend, you probably have an ex-girlfriend. That's just kind of the deal, unless you married the first one you met. There are guys out there that do that, but I'm not the kind of guy that did that, and whatever. So yeah, ex-girlfriends. I was talking to a friend of mine about ex-girlfriends, my current ex-girlfriend for example, and some ex-girlfriends before that, and it made me just wonder, what the fuck did I think? No, really. What the fuck was I thinking? There were girlfriends like the one I told you in story time about that tried to kill me. That was a horrible ex-girlfriend. Or, I had a stalker girlfriend basically, or an overly attached girlfriend as they are called now. And that's horrible too. So for some girls, if I look back at them in retrospective, I just gotta ask myself, what the fuck was I thinking? I wanna go back in time and slap myself, or I don't know, just go back in time and tell myself the moment I see that girl, I just wanna say run, run, never look back. And I guess we all met these kind of girls, or women in that case, or guys, we all met them. I think that's probably a bigger problem for girls than it is for boys or men. Because there's this weird phenomenon that, guys just can't win in the moment a relationship ends. We just can't win. And I don't know why that is, but it's just like, if she has cheated on you, she will just say, okay, she did it because you didn't pay attention enough, or you were not, I don't know, romantic enough or whatever, or just you weren't good enough in bed, for example. And if you cheated on her, of course you cheated on her, so it's your fault. And I kind of get that, it really is your fault if you cheated on her, then yeah, the blame is all to you. But they will find some weird reasons for you to be guilty on something that, made the relationship collapse. And that's almost every time. I think 90% of the time that was the case for me. So yeah, I always went out as the douchebag even though I didn't do anything at all. I had those girlfriends that cheated on me, and after the relationship they told me it was because of me, because I don't know, I wasn't good enough in bed, or I wasn't paying enough attention. As I said, it's just there are so many weird reasons they could come up with why they cheated, instead of they were just horny and wanted to fuck another guy. That's it's so weird. But that's just the way it is, it seems. But other than that, there is one thing I always really, really hated about getting a new girlfriend. And basically it was, a pain in the ass when the relationship was over. And that was the in-laws, or, her mother, her father. I really, really hated meeting the parents of a new girlfriend. The first time you meet them, you will always fail. It's almost impossible to have a good impression on them. It's just, or that they have a good impression on you. It's just, it's so hard to meet the parents for the first time, because you are dating their girl, their daughter, so they will have some kind of expectation, and they just want to make sure that you are not an asshole, that you won't break her heart, that will be basically the right guy for her, that you could be the right guy to marry her. And of course you are never the right guy. They will always find some weird kind of thing that they don't like about you. For example, I don't drink alcohol, so there were parents from girlfriends that actually told me that that's weird. You don't drink alcohol? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you doing cocaine or what? What? Where does that come from? I have no idea. But yeah, they were really pissed at the fact that I don't drink alcohol, or that I don't smoke cigarettes. And that's a bigger problem. That is a huge, huge problem. I think that would probably be an even bigger problem in other parts of the world. But here in Germany, it is a huge problem. I'm a vegetarian. Is it called vegetarian? I have no idea how to pronounce that. But yeah, I don't eat meat. So that's a huge problem for most of the parents, and of course for most of the girlfriends. I had girlfriends that were really angry at me for not eating meat. And you know what? I don't judge you for eating meat, so why the fuck do you judge me for not eating meat? I'm sorry. So yeah, that was a huge problem there. And as I said, parents, they really don't like that. They were like, what the fuck are you eating? There is nothing if you don't eat meat. And I was like, there are noodles, or there's rice. And then, no, you don't eat that without meat, you idiot. Okay. So yeah, ex-girlfriends. Do you have any kind of ex-girlfriend? Please let me know in the comment section below, and of course rate the video if you enjoyed it. And I think that was it for Let's Talk About Ex-Girlfriends. I know I came a little bit off topic right in the middle, but hey, who cares? It's my video, it's my commentary, so I can do whatever I want. Yes. Yeah, so that was it. I'm iLostLink signing out.